Me, your host, Munif Saza. And today we have a very special episode for you, and it's all about multifamilies, Airbnbs, and raising private capital to increase your cash flow. So I've got a very special guest. It's my business partner, Noah Hoffman, who will be joining us shortly. I actually didn't send him the link. Go ahead and send him the link here. Join this link. While we wait for Noah, I will give my classic disclaimer that I am not an attorney. And if you've got comments, I can only see YouTube and Twitch comments. I cannot see your comments on Facebook. If you're watching on Facebook, I'm very happy that you're watching, but I can't see your comments on Facebook. I can only highlight and actually even see your YouTube and your Twitch comments. So that is a disclaimer I would like to make up front. And while we wait for Noah, we'll wait for some people to roll in here. Oh, there he is. Noah Hoffman, what is up?
What's up, buddy?
How are you?
Great to see you again.
Yeah, great to hear your voice. We were just actually in a meeting with one of our attorneys like an hour ago. What a great guy. Nick is amazing. He's going to be setting up our Reg CF for us. He's giving us an amazing deal on the Reg CF. Super knowledgeable, super professional, made us feel very comfortable with the wait times, with the process, is doing a great job with setting expectations as well. So I'm really looking forward to working with Nick on that deal.
Me too. Super excited. And so I don't see any. Did anybody show up? I don't see anybody.
Oh yeah, people. So what the challenge is sometimes it takes a couple minutes for the stream to catch up to the viewer. So there might be a ton of view. Like right now, it went from 2 to 6 in like 5 seconds. So we've got like 5 people on Facebook, 1 on Twitch right now. But we actually might have more. You just can't see exactly what's going on. So guys, if you're watching on Facebook, I cannot see your comments. So if you want to ask questions or interact, please jump on the YouTube or the Twitch. And I'm going to put the Twitch stream right here on the chat. So it's www.twitch.tv/the_takeaway. Right here. So if you want to ask us questions, if you want to put comments so we can actually see them, go ahead and jump on that Twitch link. While we wait for people to roll in, Noah, how's your day going?
My day is going fantabulous. I actually just found out that is a real word, by the way.
Really? Because you asked our attorney if that was a real word, and he actually said yes. And I thought he was joking.
Right. So.
It is. It's an informal word, but it's a real word.
Did you look it up? Did you just look it up?
Yeah, I just looked it up right now.
See, you have people. People have no idea the possibilities that are out there. You can even make words up, and they might actually already be real words.
That's how you spell that, I think. Fantabulous. What is up, David? So nice to see you here. Thank you for jumping on Twitch and showing us that it works. So when you make a comment on Twitch, I can actually see them, and then I can click on them and I can bring them up to the screen. I cannot do that with Facebook. So if you're writing comments on Facebook, I actually can't see any of them. I can only see your comments on YouTube and Twitch. So nice to see you, David. So nice to see you in here. Who else is in here? Got a couple people in here. Shout out, write a comment if you're in here. Excellent. So for those of you watching, today we are going to go over our, actually, why don't you tell us, Noah, what are we going to go over today?
We're going over our South Dallas deal. Okay. So, and I like to give the backstory on how it happened. And this is like a big part of the lesson too. So I was invited to Dallas to come to a speaking event, and I told them I'm not going without Munif. They were like, okay, bring Munif, no problem, right? So I said, whatever you pay me, I'm going to split it with my partner because he's awesome and I don't feel like going by myself. So he came, and magic things happen when you do things like that. So we come, and then Tracy reaches out to Munif, says, "Hey, do you guys want to sleep at my Airbnb?" Normally, I say no. I don't want to sleep at anyone else's Airbnb for free because I don't offer people to sleep in my Airbnb for free.
Right.
Because usually, because I don't own all of them in this business, and um, but Munif's like, sure. So we go over there, and it's amazing. It's beautiful. We go live. She has heart-shaped towels,
Yeah,
um
that was
like
awesome.
heart penguin. What is it? Doves, or what are
It
the
was like
animals?
doves, like she
Yeah,
made doves with her
yeah,
towels. Yeah.
like dove heart, two doves turn into a heart, twisted towels, and
Or swans. Maybe they're swans.
swans, right? Swans. And then anyhow, so then the next day we have an awesome meetup, life-changing events, fabulous
Yeah.
events. And then, then we're like, let's stay another day or two. And then like Munif's like, I'm gonna get some work done. And Tracy's like, I want to show you guys some properties. So we
Right.
go look at some properties with her, some possible. She's like, wholesalers are sending me deals. Let's go look. And I'm like, okay, sure. So one of them is this deal. It's a 5-unit property. And I say, I like it. And the thing is, the neighborhood is not an A-class neighborhood. I would call it a C- neighborhood. And that's a lot of times where you find deals. It's a transitioning neighborhood. It's a C growing into a B, a C- growing into a B-, a C+ neighborhood, let's say, you
Okay.
know, a little bit industrial kind of area. But like that's a lot of times where you find great deals. So we go over there, we look at it. And so we have to look beyond the rough around the edges. There's some things in the neighborhood that aren't perfect. It's not an A+ neighborhood, and that's
Right.
okay, right? So I'm looking at the potential. It's 10 minutes to downtown Dallas. It's a good proximity. It's a value add play. This 5-unit is in distress, and the price is right. I think it's about 420,000. They're asking. We like it. We decide to ask Munif to call the wholesaler, negotiate with the wholesaler. They were going to sell it to other people. Munif was able to, lock him in with us so he doesn't
So
sell
the
it to anyone
wholesaler
else.
was actually he was actually the seller. So the seller, the wholesaler owned the property outright. He had purchased it, um, and he wholesales, and then he actually owned that one. He was actually the person on title. He was the actual person signing at the closing table. So um, I called him, and he had a showing. I remember he had a showing, and he priced it. He's very smart. He priced it, it was 5 units. He priced it about $50,000 under market value. I think market value for that property was like 450K. I think at the time it was 5 units. It was a fiveplex for 450K as is, um, and he had priced it at 400 because he wanted a bidding war. He wanted people to come in because imagine you can sell something for $450,000. You can just list it for $450,000, and maybe you'll sell it for 450. But what some smart and savvy wholesalers do, and disposition officers do, is they'll actually price it underneath, and underneath what they think they can sell it for, and ask for people to submit their highest and best. And that's exactly what he did. He actually priced it at 400,000 and he was getting offers at 420, 430, 450. He had some people offer more than that, but they wanted to walk the property and see the property. And he was going to have an open house on Saturday, to have people compete and outbid everyone else. And Noah, Tracy, and Truman, you guys walked the property earlier in that week, right?
Right. So, did we go inside?
I think
Um,
so. Or you guys saw it. I think Tracy or Truman had seen it, and so they already had an estimation of what work it needed. And we were comfortable buying it and offering 450, and we were willing to go high as 500,000 to buy this property. We're willing to go as high as $500,000 to buy this property. I call the seller, and in 2 phone calls, I get us a contract at $415,000. I sent him what I used was I told him that we'd seen the property, so we don't need to have an inspection period. I told him that we don't need due diligence. We don't need all these things. As long as title is clear, we're ready to go. And I was the only person who was ready to put $7,500 in non-refundable in earnest money, and he took it. He didn't actually. He wanted to get it off his books. He knows he could have maybe sold it for more, but that would have been buyers and that would have been showings and maybe inspection periods, and it would have taken time. And I told him that he either signs a deal with me. I'll send him 7,500 non-refundable, actually to his person. Actually, I remember this. I sent it directly to him, like to his LLC, and I told him I was flying and leaving Dallas, and it's his last chance. I'm going to send him 7,500 now if he signs, but if he doesn't, there's no promises. And he actually went with it. We locked it up at 415, so that was what 35,000 under market for the condition of that property, and it was 85,000 underneath our maximum highest and best offer we were willing to make. We got the contract literally right before I flew out of Dallas, so it was really cool. Like we literally we manifested it because Noah, we talked about while we were in Dallas, we wanted to buy a property there, and we bought actually about five units. Um,
Right.
that was an amazing story.
Right. So yeah, so manifestation is a big part of what we're doing. It's not like ooky spooky spiritual stuff, but it is real. Is you have to like say it and watch things happen, right? Because like I literally didn't meet Tracy until we were there, and she said, "Let's go look at some deals." So like once you get traction, once you get some momentum, like things start coming to you like a magnet, like a snowball effect. Things start just coming to you, like this one did, and then obviously next, the Pensacola deal came also, not too long after that.
Exactly. So, guys, if you're watching on Facebook, I can't see your comments. I got to plug that in there. So, if you're making comments on Facebook, I can't see them. I can only see your comments on YouTube and Twitch. So, Noah, why are we here today? What are we really hoping to accomplish for those of us that are just tuning in right now? They maybe got a notification. What are we talking about exactly today?
We want to show that we want to show how easy it is, and we want to show the easiest way to make $10,000 a month. And this deal, I mean, it doesn't have to fall in your lap. Sometimes we have to look and keep searching and combing and looking at deals, but sometimes they can just come to you. And just like this came to us. And so the thing is about small multifamily, it's a great way to like hedge your bets and cash flow. See, like bigger and bigger mansion, expensive properties, they're like a whole different ball of wax on Airbnb. But with 5 small units, it's a lot easier. It's like a Motel 6 instead of a Ritz Carlton. It's like it doesn't take you know, on site white glove management, you know, and really difficult management to manage 5 small units. These are 1 bedroom, and then there's 1 2-bedroom unit. And we the way we did it is we sent we sent the deposit. So we just want to show people how it is. We want to show people how you can make money, how we got the deal, how we funded the deal, how we're partnering, splitting up roles, and now we're making money. We got a hard money loan, so all that stuff. We want to give them all the details. We're going to refinance out. We already have 1 unit up and running, making $2,700 in this month of October. So 2,700 in 1 unit. We have 4 more units that we're almost done. So you can see how simple that can be to make about 10,000 a month. And we're going to refinance the majority of the money we put down, the down payment. So we're going to refinance out of the hard money loan, and so we have we can show them the terms, our hard money loan terms. I just finished the slideshow, so I can email that to you. And Tracy, by the way, Tracy's here in here. She said, by the way.
Oh, cool. Should we invite her up in here?
Sure.
Here, let me send Tracy the stream. Excellent. Yeah, I'd love to have Tracy in here. And guys, Noah and Tracy are going to be taking time out of their business, their projects. Noah is a amazing Airbnb manager. Tracy is too, and she does our fix and flips. Um, and we're going to teach you how to get $10,000 a month in cash flow by doing a strategy like this, where you buy a multifamily, where you rehab it. Oh, someone's calling me. I wonder who it is. Spam. Someone, potential spam. I wonder who it is. Hey, this is Munif. Hello. I always pick up spam calls because sometimes it's people selling me a house. Um, so we're going to show you how to find these deals, how we found this deal, how to buy these deals, how to rehab these deals, and how to refinance these deals and put them on the market on the Airbnb platform to make $10,000 a month. Now, guys, if you're watching, how many deals do you need to do like this to retire if each deal can make you $10,000 a month? No, how much money do you need to retire?
Well, you know what, Money? I used to think I needed 10,000 a month,
Uh-huh.
but now it's like I'm actually realizing it's probably going to be more like 100,000 a month.
100,000 a month.
But actually, it never stops. It never, because this thing keeps growing. Because the more like money coming through you, the more you can help people, the more responsibilities. My I used to rent an apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Before I joined Sub 2, I rented an apartment for $1,250. It went up to $14. Then I said I'm going to move into this big apartment. It's huge. It's awesome. And it was double the rent.
Right.
So then I moved into this awesome, like I started owning more and more properties, but I still lived in an apartment. And then now I'm actually buying a house, and it's going to be, my monthly payment is going to be, close to 3x my current rent. So it keeps going up, right? The bar has to keep going. And so we have to just keep performing better, faster, smarter. And that's it.
So for you, Noah, it's $100,000 a month. That's your number.
That's what that's, I mean, at some point, I mean, that can be reduced if I can reduce expenses, but, so I guess it kind of depends.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. And so that means for you, we would have to do 10 more deals like this before we can retire you.
Well, there are some expenses. So right now, I mean, so it depends on how each unit performs, but the 10 grand is before the debt service. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. And then we've got Nicole Tedder here. She says, "Hey guys, what's up, Nicole? Guys, if you want Noah and Tracy, I don't know where Tracy is. I sent her the link, but if she's not here, that's no problem. If you want Noah, me, and Tracy to show you, oh, she's here. Tracy, I sent you the link so you can be up here on with us. If you want to be here with us, that's fine. If you don't, no problem. Tracy is our partner on this. She does the logistics and the rehabs. Noah does the Airbnb management, and I get the deals and I get the money. So, Noah, real quick, how much of our own money did we put in this deal?
We actually didn't put any of our own money in. And one of the coolest things is, on this deal, we said, you know what, let's do something for fun. Let's ask Pace, our mentor, to bring the money. We only needed about 150,000, and I think I said, Munif, let's ask Pace. I just got a feeling. And then you saw him that day, and Pace asked you, Munif, why do you need me? And you said, we don't need you, but we like you. And he said, okay, let's do it. Right. So
Hey,
Pace,
I said, he said, what do you need me for? I said, I don't need you, but I want to do this deal with you. And he thought for a second, he nodded. He goes, "Yeah, I'd love to do this deal with you guys too." And we brought him in as a partner. And Pace gave us a loan for $150,000 at 0% interest. We gave him equity in the deal. He is a equal partner as me, Noah, and Tracy. And we now own this property with Pace. So Pace funded the entire entry fee for the deal. For those of you who are watching and you don't know what an entry fee is, I will explain that. But before we do more, before we really break this down, we've got 28 people here right now. Noah is taking time out of his day to teach you. Tracy's taking time out of her day to be here with you. I want you to make a post shouting out Noah Hoffman and Tracy, telling them how amazing they are for taking time out to show you exactly how we're making $10,000 a month in one single deal using
And
none
Munif.
of our
Don't
money.
forget about Munif. Add Munif on there too.
Oh, thank you. That's amazing. So we're gonna wait. I'm actually gonna open up Facebook and Instagram to see if anyone's actually tagging Noah and Tracy, and we're just gonna wait because this is our currency. We love you guys. We take time out of our day to teach you guys and bring you value. But for me specifically, I love the shout outs. I love watching Noah get shouted out. I love all the people I bring here. Um, they have businesses and they have families, they have obligations. I bet Noah's missing 7 or 8 calls because he's got Airbnbs that are on fire, but he's putting his phone on silent to be here with us and teach you exactly how to make the kind of money that we're talking about. And he's not charging anything. We're not selling a course or a mentorship, or we're not charging you $9.99 for this video. The only thing I want to see in return is just a little bit of gratitude to the people that are making this possible. So I'm gonna wait while I see people tag Noah on Facebook.
Should it be a new post, or should we do it in the same Facebook post as the original
No,
post that
just
we?
anywhere. I just want to see tags because I can actually see the tags. Cupcake 3Z says, shout out Noah and Tracy Manif. Y'all are such go givers. Thank you, Cupcake 3Z. Thank you so much. Oh, it's Nicolette. So the reason we even did this deal is because we were going to Nicolette's event. Nicolette and Joe had an event in Dallas for the Dallas REI meetup, and we were guest speakers. We were doing a 1-day workshop on teaching people how to buy Airbnbs using other people's money. And while we were teaching that workshop, we bought this deal. So that's really cool. So it came full circle. And the stuff we're actually teaching you guys here is material that people have paid hundreds and thousands of dollars for. This kind of education. But we thought, you know what, let's just put it out there for free. Let's just teach people how to do this without having this high barrier of entry. I just want to make sure Noah gets the appropriate credit he deserves on social. Excellent. Okay, I'm seeing some tags. So those of you that are posting, I really love it. I'm really loving it. Cool. So let's break the deal down. Noah, do you have like a slideshow or something? Oh, here, look at that. We've got Tracy. What's up, Tracy?
Hi.
How are you?
So, okay. Did you hear me?
Oh, we can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. I get in trouble for the last 10 minutes. Okay. So now I'm in. How
Yeah.
have you?
Amazing.
We are so good. We're so happy to see you. We love your energy. We love your smile. You brighten up the room every time you're with us. You're on a phone call or a Zoom or in person. You always brighten our days. So thank you so much for Tracy.
We love to see you and your face all the time. So you and Noah's and everyone too.
Thank you.
Okay.
So this was a fun deal because we bought it. I remember we were negotiating with the seller and we're going back and forth and we were willing to even go up to $485,000-$500,000, and it was really nervous, and we got the contract at $415,000, and that was an amazing celebration. We put the earnest money, and then we had to fund the deal, and that was a whole interesting thing. We were going to use financing for that. And we actually found financing. And through somebody named Julian in our community, he found us the hard money financing we need to actually purchase the property. And then Pace Morby, our mentor, came in with the gap fund. He funded the gap, and we were able to buy this property for $0 out of our pockets. So let's talk a little bit about that. When we bought the property, what was that like? What was funding the deal like?
And you're right. I think we said we were willing to go up to 5 or 550.
Yes, we were. Maybe I think you were willing to go up to 550. I think 5 was where me and Tracy were like, no more than more than 5.
Okay.
But Noah saw the numbers. You ran the numbers, and the numbers were. I think your point was the numbers justified even buying it at 550 because of the amount of income this can make us, right?
Compared to a house, like if you buy a house, you can buy a house for that amount, and it might struggle to make this kind of income. Like for a house to make that much as 5 small units, it's a lot harder, you know, because for every one big family traveling, there's probably, 20 single people traveling or whatever the number is. There's a lot of small travelers, small groups.
Awesome. So I actually have the slideshow. Noah, should we show everyone the slideshow?
Sure. Yep.
Okay. All right. Can you guys see my screen?
Yep, we do.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Guys, if you have any questions or comments, put it in the chat. I can see Twitch chats. I can see YouTube chats. I cannot see your comments on Facebook. I'm so sorry. I just can't see any comments on Facebook. But if you have any comments, write it in the chat and I will answer them. All right. So we've got this property. Oh, this is a cutie. Look at this.
And you see the little house behind it?
Yeah.
Don't forget, that's the little house behind it.
We own both. We own this little house.
Hoffman, last name Hoffman.
And we own this one?
Texas. It's in Dallas, Texas.
So we own both. We own this one and we own this?
Yeah.
That's amazing. What a couple of cuties.
Oh, and we also have some videos, by the way. I just sent you the videos. That's us.
Our team, this is us. This is a long-term relationship business, not just one deal. We've got Truman, who's the rock star contractor. Yeah, I love Truman. Look at him. He is a rock star contractor. He's our partner on this deal. He's also a partner on our Pensacola deal, the 22 units that we purchased and are renovating to put online on Airbnb in Pensacola, Florida. Truman is also our partner on that. And so is Tracy, 20-year veteran agent, commercial and residential. Tracy. And then we've got Noah Hoffman. We've got our short-term rental manager, $3 million in short-term rental revenues. And we've got me. We've got this kind of a hilarious photo of me wearing a suit and tie. I never dress like this. Maybe once in 10 years. I know. Once in 10 years I might dress. I never. When was the last time? I think this is somebody's wedding. Munif Saza, deal finder, negotiation professional. I don't know if that's actually a title.
And we have another partner.
What was that?
If you guys can remember, we have one more partner, but he was added to the deal a little bit later. So he's a few slides later because he showed up.
Oh, okay. Our last partner.
Late to the party. One more partner.
Fund that flip. That was the hard money guys, right? They funded this. Oh,
yep.
That's awesome. That's great. Loan term, we got a hard money loan for 12 month. We got a 3-month loan extension term. It's interest only, and it expires in June of next year. Okay. Property address is 2308 Britton, Dallas. Our lender is Fund That Flip Lending. Borrower TBD LLC. I think we made a company called like Chai Tea Latte LLC or something like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the loan amount was for $420, and that's so it covered purchase price and some of the rehab. And okay, we got it at a great interest rate, 9.24% interest rate.
But let me just add real quick. So this 400 and whatever that amount was, actually we could have got a better one, but it just happened so quick that the loan terms changed. Remember that we had to switch the original hard money from Julian. They backed out, and so this one we actually had to do most of the renovation with the PACE money,
Okay.
right? Because there was a glitch with this hard money lender. But anyhow, we still got it done.
So they funded $321,448 at close of escrow. We had to come in with the rest of the $80,000 plus closing costs, and we had that money because thanks to Pace Morby funding the deal, and then they held back about $88,000 for construction costs. Number of construction draws. So what is construction holdback escrow and number of construction draws? What does that mean?
Well, that's so basically they're going to take that 88,000 and divide it into 5 payments, and they're giving it to us one payment at a time. So whenever we need another payment, I think the payments are about 20 something thousand each. And when Tracy or when Truman says, "Hey, I need more money," we send them a message, and then they send out an inspector within about 2 days. Usually Tracy meets him out there, and he just takes a picture of whatever the completed work has been. So when we first filled out this application, there was a scope of work that Truman and Tracy had to fill out that says roof, ACs, flooring, paint, etc. A list. And so they're checking it off the list as they come, inspect, take pictures, check it off, and then send us the next payment.
Got it. So there's a lot of interest here, and minimum as is appraisal value. So it appraised exactly what we needed it to appraise at. And we've got Pace and Tracy at the property. Oh, look at that. That's awesome. So Pace is a partner with this. He owns a portion of this alongside us. And okay, are these photos of the property? These are
these are before pictures.
Okay. All right.
So bars, we're not going to have bars in the future, right?
Oh, of course. Is that the property manager?
That was the seller.
That's the seller?
The seller was so helpful, and he owns a bunch of other properties in the neighborhood, including the parking lot across the street. Do we still use that parking lot across the street, Tracy?
Yes, we do. And he is really helping us like every single day. And even like sometimes I show up to check out the property, he already there and making sure that all nice and everything is been locked in, and everything has to be secure before he go back home.
Wow. What's his name? What's his name?
Mark. So he called me like every mornings, and he texts me, "Good morning, niece. How are you?" And he called me his niece.
Oh, that's so
obviously, that's not the seller that we dealt with, but this is the guy who sold it to the other guy.
Right. Okay, so maybe the seller, he had bought it from him, and maybe either he double closed with us.
Or he just owned it for a couple of months.
Maybe he owned it for a couple of months, and this was the original owner of the property. Because when we pulled title, the person who sold it to us was on title. So this is probably the original owner of the property who lives nearby.
And also Mr. Mark has been helping us to, like something co-sign for the permit that we wanna, get from the city of Dallas. So making sure that everything's, we've been officially and remodeling things.
Wow, that's cool. So he's really invested in this, and it's so cool. He gets to be a part of it.
Without him, we're gonna have a little. we're gonna have a trouble getting a license. So,
so he really helped a lot. Huh?
Mm-hmm. And that's also, one of the I remember this is under the utilities, and he been using his company name to do that too. So that's why, like everything I need, he just volunteered to do it.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
What a great guy. We should put him up here.
Yeah.
Put him right here next between me and Noah. That's awesome.
And I have his number, and he has other properties, so we got to follow up with him.
Of course, if he wants to sell more to us, we'll buy.
He's using his commercial building across the street for our guests can park the car over there.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is this Chai?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. We had Chai here just the other day. Chai and Prakash were here talking about wraps, so that's really cool. And all right, let's look. We got. Are these the guests that have booked?
Yeah, that's the current guest in there now. She paid $1,700 for about 2 weeks.
Hey, that's awesome.
Awesome.
Whoa, this is the inside?
That's the inside. But
What
you know,
the heck?
inside now, the inside after photographers did that, and I add some more stuff too. But this is
Wow.
already nicer.
This is so nice because before we had we have before photos. I mean, it looks like there's bars and like it looks kind
So
of
if you go to your WhatsApp, you can open some videos.
no way.
Oh, before is so awful. Yeah,
Those are some before videos.
right.
Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the before videos. Okay.
That's the new AC Truman installed.
Yeah.
So this was a little while after we started. So we had already started some construction.
Right.
Cool. Okay.
All the clock in the back already cleaned up by Mr. Mark people.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Do you see where that mattress is? That's where the new laundry room is.
Laundry.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's where the laundry is. What is this? Is this one unit or is this the four?
That's
unit?
the back unit. The back unit.
Is this the one that's live right now? This back unit?
Yeah.
So this is the photos we have of the after, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is the one that's
this is after already. So show something before that.
Oh, okay. So this is after we reno. Like we got new floors. Wow, it looks like a.
This already done like 50% already. Yeah.
Do we have before photos?
We do have before floor.
Yeah, I want to see. That's cool. All right.
This already like 50-60% done.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that looks really nice. I love that.
This
design.
is one of the units upstairs, right?
By the way, that's a beautiful design. I really like this design. Like, I want this design. I love blue. I love this design, and I love how it matches here in that little soap holder. This is so nice. Wow, I want this in my house. Oh wow! Look, we've got Truman, we've got Tracy. Man, you guys really had a lot of fun in Dallas. I wasn't here for this trip. I wasn't here.
This is one of the unit upstairs is already done. Right now we set the goal by the end of this month will be done another 2 units completely furnishing. Yeah, so you be ready, Noah.
Gotta get ready.
Truman really knows what he's doing. He's probably talking about how he had to level the floor just like by just that much. He's like so the floor was not level by this much, and then I was able to do this and just level it just that much. All right.
So he's very picky. You know, every floor everything that his worker done is not right. So he have to take all off and to redo it.
He's very picky. He's very picky with what he does. So who has some before photos? I really want to see what this place looked like before. Because
all right, let me find them.
I see that. Look, this is amazing. This is like, wow. This is beautiful.
So hold on. Did we walk, Tracy? I don't remember. Did we walk through it when we first found it, or did we do it walk through?
Yeah, we do. We do. So we get it when you and Munif still in Dallas, still in the Airbnb.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's why we worked through that. Let's see. I found the before photos.
What's Noah's name? Last name, trying to tag him. It's Noah Hoffman. And this deal is in Dallas, Texas. Daryl says, I'm working on a seller with the 12plex in San Antonio, Texas, close to college and hospital. Walking distance to shops and food. 10 out of the 12 units are recently updated. Trying to figure out how to take it down. Well, it really depends on the seller's motivation. And what they're really looking to accomplish. So it's really difficult to answer that question without knowing what the seller is hoping to accomplish. When 10 out of the 12 are already updated, there's not a lot of meat on the bone. So it's hard to justify buying it at a discount and cashing the seller out. They're probably going to look for retail. So for this, if the seller situation allows it, I'd probably offer some kind of creative financing for that deal. We've got some other comments here. Yes, Dave says, I'm in between work listening. You said you're holding a course lecture on something. We did a lot of lectures on this stuff before. We would travel around, and people like Nicolette and Joe, they would host us, and they sell a lot of education, and they would have us as guest speakers, and tickets were like 500, 700 bucks, things like that. But we're not really doing that right now. We'd rather just do these things online for free. That's why I really just want you guys to get as much as value as you possibly can while you're here and on live with us. And I encourage you guys to share this stream link because it allows other people to come in and participate and ask us questions. Because while we're here live, we can actually answer any questions you have. But if you're watching a replay, it's pretty much going to be impossible to answer your questions because you might have something, you might DM me or Noah, but we're so busy, it's hard to get a hold of us sometimes. Price to move on to the next project. No real pain. Yeah, no pain, no gain. Nothing to do there. Did we find the photos? Or
I'm looking through my Google Photos now, but do you guys remember when did we first go? And Tracy, did me and you walk through that first property the first time when we went with and met Nicolette? Did we walk through it that day?
We do. We worked through that, and
it's okay. We all know what it looks like. Just assume it looked terrible because it probably did.
yeah.
Maybe Nicolette remembers what month that was. When did we come?
Wasn't it in March?
March of 2022?
Yeah, it was March this year. Yeah, it was like mid-March.
Is that what she said?
No, it's what I'm remembering. I moved to Phoenix, and then a week or two after I moved to Phoenix, I went to Dallas, and then we bought this. I moved to Phoenix March 1st.
Okay, well, I'm just looking through my photos from March then.
Yeah. While they're looking, do you guys have any questions? Guys, if you're on Facebook, I cannot see your questions. I can't see anything in the chat. If you're on YouTube or Twitch, I can answer your questions. I can actually see the chat. So if you want to ask anything, please ask on YouTube or Twitch. Nicolette says March 19th. Wow, look at that. She knows. She remembers.
Okay. Trip to Texas I found here on Google. Oh yeah.
You got photos for us?
Well, hold on. I'm getting there. Oh yeah, I remember that first guy we met when we first landed in Dallas. We went to see my friend's friend in downtown Dallas.
Oh yeah, we were looking at.
I found that photo. So now I'm just trying to find the next ones. I'm in this weird. It's like Google Photo has a new thing.
Yes, Dave says, how does somebody get started in doing Airbnbs? It's a really good question. I would probably start as managing somebody else's Airbnb. So if you know anybody who has a rental, I mean, it just depends on your life situation, if you can afford to buy a house or if you have the private money connections or whatever. But if it's difficult to buy your own property, I would either rent one or manage a friend's rental and say, hey, friend, how much money are you making from your rental? And they go, well, actually, I'm making, let's say, $1,500. Well, then do your research and you can tell them, look, you can make more on Airbnb. Some of the properties in this area, like yours, are bringing in $5,000 to $6,000 a month on Airbnb. And if you give me, let's say, 20, 25% of the top, I'll be your Airbnb manager. And that's still more than what they're making on rent. And so a lot of these, a lot of people, they don't want to be actively involved in property managing their Airbnbs. I personally don't. Noah manages all of my Airbnbs. And so, they might take you up on that. And then for you as a new Airbnb property manager, you put good photos, you do staging, you have the seller buy furniture and all that stuff. And there's like tons of YouTube videos for free online on how to get started. But I would start as an Airbnb property manager and really learn the business. And then once you really understand the business, I would then buy a piece of real estate and then put that on Airbnb.
Very good answer. I'm not finding the photos yet, but
No, it's okay. We don't need them. Not a
Yeah,
big deal.
I have some.
okay.
Oh, really? That's amazing.
Yeah.
Shoot them over to me.
Because I remember when we walked through the property, like the tenants were in the units, and so we had to kind of walk through quickly. And one guy had a gun in the unit with him.
Oh wow, that's scary.
It was kind of cool. Yeah, he had a gun sitting on his lap, like, I'm not moving out of here. By the way, in case you were wondering.
Did
Nah,
he end up moving out?
He did. He was a kind guy. He just wanted to protect himself in case.
Oh, okay. Got it.
No, he didn't say anything about not moving out. Right? Did everybody move out, Tracy?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
So everyone is moved out, but we get a hard time with one guy. But the thing is, I know that we did not move into that unit for rehabs. So that's why I just talked to Mr. Mark, and Mr. Mark said, I know him well. Just let him stay for a month, and then I'm gonna kick him out. So that's how Mr. Mark helping me to do it. Yeah. So instead of we go to the court, to evict him. So we just like actually when the time we don't have the electric, and then he give me a hard time. He say all my food and refrigerator, and in refrigerator it's been bad, and because no electric, I'm gonna shoot you or whatever. And I mean, we can't technically, and he not allowed to stay there because he did not pay rent for that month. And I can't be able to evict him, but I comes and talk nicely to him. I say, okay, I will buy the food for you. So that's why I bought more food for him, and then just calm him down. For the people, they very upset inside of them, and then we just need to talk softly to them and nicely to them, and then they will be okay because they have so much struggle. Yeah. So finally, he moved out.
Okay. Well, I'm glad. I really hope he found peace and he found somewhere.
Truman said. Truman helped him to move his stuff to the new place too.
Oh, that's very sweet.
Yeah,
That's very sweet.
and then I told Truman, if he need some money, just give it to him because he in the hardship situation too. So that's why we need. We help him out too.
That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
Ju says, where do you normally get furniture? Is it pre-assembled or do you have an internal team to assemble?
And that answer changes. So sometimes we've had in-house teams. I've done myself. Tracy has done it. We've hired third-party companies. So it all depends on timing. But where do we get furniture? You can get furniture from Amazon. You can do 100% on Amazon. I used to do a lot from a mix of Amazon, IKEA, and Walmart. You can also, it depends on your budget. You can save money if you go to Facebook Marketplace. And I like to get things that can't break, or can't go out. Like used appliances can go out. So I prefer to get new appliances, but I could get a used dining set because you can get a $2,000 dining room set on, a used one with a small scratch for $200 or $300. You just got to drive across the city and pick it up. Got to bring your big cousin to help you. So it takes a little more time and energy to get great deals, but you can save money with used living room set, sofa, love seat, chair, dining set. You can save money. I don't like to get used beds because the nuts and bolts and hardware can get lost. It's easy to get lost and damage used furniture. ESD Dave, I would just estimate around a $5K per bedroom. So like a 4-bedroom could be $20K, right? just a rough budget, and you can make it more or less. Tracy, what do you think?
Yeah, pretty much like the whole that 2 unit, maybe I'm estimated about 5K, so I can make a whole thing as make ready for a guest. So you see the whole thing in there, including all the accessories and all furnishings and details, decoration stuff thing. I share a little add on with Noah for I buy some stuff that's like a local store, and sometimes the local store and they have a pretty good deal too. Or if like I say, if you buy stuff like furniture stuff on Facebook Marketplace, and that one you need to have you have to pick up yourself. So if you order from Amazon, it's like the bedding I use for written that 2 units, I bought it from Amazon.
Oh
So
wow, okay.
yeah.
That's
But when you bought from Amazon, because I like the design, but I know that they're not strong enough. So Truman have to be, put it extra, secure off for the bed at the bottoms. So which is very secure for for sleeping.
awesome.
Um,
Jew says, I mainly get my stuff from Wayfair. They have net 90 accounts. Lines of credit they're offering to helps lower the initial entry fee. That's awesome. That
Net
is awesome.
90, nice. We need to get some of
Yeah,
that.
Wayfair is good too, but sometimes I used to order with them a lot too, but sometimes their stuff, very pricey. So
Hmm,
yeah, that's why I stopped not doing that. I just do sometimes they get on sale.
cool.
Mm.
Cool. So,
And then add on another thing for decorations things. So I got a lot of stuff from Home Good. So that is perfect place. It's beautiful, collection stuff that you have to spend time and shopping for, how you want to decoratings. And most of the time when I do it, and I like to be having stuff items that the guest convenient for the guest. So which is very detailed because I'm really detailed, even I buy a little stuff like toothpaste, or makeup removers, or some kind of lady stuff, and I put into the drawer too.
that's
Um,
very sweet. That's very nice.
yeah. So because like yes, they can be happen forget personal stuff. So that's why I always put extra for it.
This
Hmm.
is why Tracy makes her guests feel so comfortable. And this is true hospitality.
Hmm.
Airbnb is not a real estate business. People
Yeah,
think it's a real estate business. It's not. It's a hospitality business,
yeah,
and real estate is just a vehicle that it's in. It's just like any hospitality, resorts, hotels, Airbnbs. It's a service-oriented hospitality business. So that's exactly the right way to think about this.
hmm,
So, while we wrap things up here, we were able to use this deal as a launching pad, buy a property in cash, use hard money financing where they didn't really look at our income or our job history, but they used the asset as collateral to give it a value. Hard money stands for hard asset loan, and so they looked at the asset as a whole to give us the financing on it, but they needed a gap, and the gap was financed by Pace Morby, our mentor, who we gave him a slice of the deal, a group percentage of the deal. We gave Pace, and he financed us the gap at 0% interest. He financed $150,000. We were able to use that money to buy furniture, to renovate the property, to pay the monthly payments up until we got the Airbnb running. The Airbnb is still under construction. Closing took a while. Closing wasn't quick. We closed a few months later because of financing, and then we renovations started right away. But these are very heavy renovations. We don't have the before photos, but these renovations are very heavy, and we're doing one unit at a time. we are going to have another unit up and available by the end of the month. Is that right, Tracy?
Yeah,
Two.
two more.
2 more. Wow, that's amazing. I can't wait for that. And once we have everything online, we're going to refinance
Yeah, we have the before, a couple before you, so you can.
That's awesome. You have a couple of befores?
She texted them to us.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Let's take a look. Let me share screen.
Thank you. Is it Ju Yoon?
Yeah, it's Jew, I think.
Ju.
Jew.
Ju, do you have an account manager you want to introduce me to over at Wayfair?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the
look at this. It's Tracy. You got this photo from all of us and our investors at the for the Pensacola project. Oh, look at us. Can you guys see this photo?
I see it.
yeah.
This is such a cute photo. This is us. So it's me, Tracy, Noah, and Truman. Truman's our general contractor. He's not here right now. He's out on the field. And this is our investors for. So this is another thing we can talk about maybe on another Zoom, where how we use private money to buy 22 houses in Pensacola, Florida, using none of our own money, but using private money and the power of partnerships and relationships and friendships to buy 22 houses in Florida and turn them all into Airbnbs. And that's our current project. So this is just a photo, a screenshot I think Tracy took of us and our investors. So look, everyone's happy, everyone's smiling. We're giving our investors an update, a quarterly update on the status of the project, where we are, photos, videos, social media, all that good stuff. We're giving our investors. But here is the before photos for. Here's the before photos for.
the fifth unit.
Yeah, this is the one you renovated.
Yeah. So the one we online right now.
Okay, so this is the one. Okay, so these are the before photos.
Mm-hmm.
Fifth unit. Oh my God, look at
That's
that.
the bathroom.
Bathroom. I was jealous of the bathroom we have now, and I'm not jealous of this before bathroom.
Yeah.
Look at that door. Oh man. Wow, look
Yeah.
at the floors, look at the walls.
Yeah.
Wow.
Here's my number, Ju. I'm gonna give Ju my phone number. Oops.
That's awesome.
Ju, text me.
Oh, these are the other house. These are the Florida houses. I don't want to get on a rabbit hole, but we're renovating all of these. So we have 21 individual houses in Florida.
And then show after the show after one. Munif.
Oh, for which one? This one?
So no have the slideshow for after, right? No.
Yeah. So for this one,
Oh, that we show like we do the current yeah. Oh, that is before. Mm-hmm.
these are all the before, and then you wanted me to show the after.
6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Here is the after photos.
Are we able to zoom at all?
What do you mean?
Like
Oh, zoom like
not really. Oh yeah,
not
a
like
little
the
bit.
highest. It's not like the highest quality, but yeah, we can zoom
Okay.
a little bit.
So I can send.
Crap.
So I can send after.
Yeah, please do.
Okay.
Oh,
These are really nice. I really love the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not the highest quality in here. Did anyone send me the after photos?
I'm giving my phone number to Ju.
No, I send you now.
Okay.
Okay, that's after.
Okay. Oh, these. Oh, wow.
I don't know how to chat in here, Munif. It says private chat.
Or
maybe you could just put my phone number up.
I can put your phone number up in a second. Look at these photos. Wow. Let me blow them up. These are nice. It's not really letting me expand on these. Let's see. Come on. All right. Well, we're gonna have to use this. So let's take a look at these, like this. Maybe if I hit download, they'll download. Cool. Wow, these are super nice. Look at that. I love the bathroom. I love the art. Where'd you find the art, Tracy?
From Home Good. But you see the dining table. Um, sometimes you have to creative too.
Yeah, these dining tables. What about the dining table?
Yeah, the design creative thing. So you see, because I love decorating. So
I
that's my
can
home.
tell you're so good at decorating. Like this is way better than I could ever do in my life. I promise you that.
You see the lightings, and I have to put some flower on top of it and
Oh,
making.
that's so nice. That's so nice. I love the attention to detail you have. This is so nice. I love everything. I love the color palettes, the color
Yeah.
matching. I love the design. Everything's so nice. It's so cozy. It's sweet. It's inviting. You have the pillows. You've got home. This is so good.
Nowhere is so far that we can do a sleeping bag too. So Noah, you can put on the descriptions.
You said a sleeping bag.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
No. Oh, the sofa in living room, so they can pull out to become a bed.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, get this. It's a pull out. The accent colors make you feel so alive and energetic.
Like extra person, we can put like five people in that house too.
Okay. Awesome.
That's awesome. Noah, can I put your number for everyone to see?
Yeah. Put my number.
If you want to call Noah Hoffman, his number is on the screen. Go ahead and write that down. Text Noah. So we're about here. We're about over here, an hour in. Noah, Tracy, thank you guys so much for jumping in, being a part of this. Um, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for being here, being with us. Maybe if there's enough people who want to see how we talk about um, the 22 units, we can also do a Zoom on that, like a public Zoom if there's enough people. But I'm not sure there is enough people right now. We've got a few people here who are interested. I'm so grateful that you guys jumped on and participated. I really am so grateful. The 22 unit deal, it's a little bit more complex. It'll be a longer Zoom. It'd be like a 2 hour Zoom, and because we're talking about raising $1.5 million and how we were able to raise $1.5 million over the course of a single weekend using the power of the sub two community and the power of networking. How we were able to do that, raise $1.5 million to purchase 22 houses in Pensacola, Florida, as well as fund the entire renovation for each of these houses so we can push them on Airbnb.com using none of our own money and cash flow tens of thousands of dollars a month every single month and make us and our investors and partners a ton of money. But that is a longer Zoom that's more in depth. I'm not sure if it might be, it might be a deep dive, and because of the nature of the platform, the nature of our attention spans as they shrink, I'm not sure there's enough demand for something like that right now. But if there is, we'll be happy to do it. Just ask for it. Just make posts about it. Tag Noah, tag Tracy. If there are enough posts about it, we might do it. If not, no hard feelings, no problem. We just will focus on our businesses. Guys, thank you so much, Noah. Thank you so much, Tracy, for jumping on here, for being amazing parts of the community, for showing everyone here how we found the deal. Actually, Tracy, how did we find the deal? Because I remember you gave me the phone number, and when I have a phone number and a name, I can talk to anybody. But how did you find the deal? I forgot to ask you.
um it's like I do have a good relationship with a lot of wholesaler.
Okay, so relationships. It comes down to relationships.
Yeah, become a relationship. You have to build your rapport on the relationship with wholesalers, and most of the time I reach out, and I feel that that people on Facebook or on other social medias, like they kind of newbies, and I approach them that they can be my bird dog. So and yeah,
Mm.
so and then whatever they find out the deals, and then I just tell them, just let me talk to the seller, and I can close the deals, and then I pay you. It depends on what is the profit that we make, and we can split with you. So that's how I build the relationship with them. And when they become a bigger wholesalers, and then they always send deal to me for the first priorities. I say, oh, hey, Tracy, if you're interested in that, and I can send, your ways. And okay, that's how I got this deal. Yeah. And I
You
talked to,
helped somebody as a bird dog
yeah,
at the beginning. They became a full-fledged wholesaler and they sent you this opportunity. Is that
yeah,
how you got this? That's amazing. That's so important to know how to invest in the community, invest in the people around you, and then that
yeah,
will pay dividends. So you got the deal, you sent it over to me. I did the negotiation. I got it under contract for us. Noah got the financing. He called like 20 or 30 different hard money lenders, found somebody, went back to me and said, "Hey, Munif, we need about $100 to $120,000." I talked to Pace Morby for about 5 minutes. I got us $150,000, and now we have every piece of the puzzle we need to actually purchase the deal, fund the deal. But then for the renovations, we had our partner Truman come in with his crew, which he spent years and years and years building his relationships with. Truman came in, did the renovations. You organized the logistics for the um, Airbnb setup, including the furniture, the art, the staging, the toiletries, all of that you handled. We got it all figured out, all set, ready to go. We scheduled photos, got those photos to Noah, and then Noah put it on the Airbnb platform. So we all had some hand to play in getting this deal online. And that's why having a team and having partners is so stinking important, because I can't do what Tracy does. I
yeah.
can't do what Noah does.
Just what you do.
I could never do what Truman does. I can only do that little bit that I'm really, really good at.
Everyone has us good. That
Exactly.
has their own good. Yeah. So
Exactly.
so that's why we just collaborated, and and to make it
Exactly.
happen. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Exactly. The only thing they keep me around for is phone calls. They get the phone and they're like, here you go, Manif.
Like I can't talk all the time like you. So
I used to get in trouble in school. In school, I would get in trouble for talking all the time. And now I get money for
no, no,
talking.
no. You're talking making money. It's like
I used to get, they put me in timeout, they put me in detention, and not because I was a bad kid. I just talked too much. And one time, I remember my favorite story is I was in the fifth grade. The fifth grade,
uh-huh.
they would move me around to different parts of the class because I kept talking, and they said, okay, well, his friends are here, so we're going to move him to another part of the class, and he won't know all those other kids on the other side of the class, so he won't talk. But she didn't know that I make friends really quickly, so I would just make friends with whoever she put me next to, and I would distract them. And she got fed up, and after like 6 months of moving me around literally everywhere, and me and whoever I would sit next to would always talk and would distract everybody, so she put me next to herself. And so everybody in, this is the fifth grade, so everyone like had their little tables and groups, and then my table was right next to the teacher's. So she had her own desk, and mine was right next to hers. And she got distracted because I would talk to her. She would be grading homework or quizzes, and I'd say, "Oh, hey, Miss Hart, how was your weekend? Oh, it was good. What did you do? Oh, well, me and my husband went out to, Disney World. Oh my gosh, what was going on in Disney World? Oh my gosh, we had so much fun." And she would get distracted, and she wasn't getting her work done, so she gave up and she put me back and let me sit wherever I wanted. So that was my favorite story. I got in trouble all the time as a kid for talking too much, and now I make money talking, and it's one of my superpowers.
That's really good.
Yes. So, guys, thank you so much, Noah. Thank you so much, Tracy. Everyone in the chat, ES Dave, Jew, Pole Jam. I know, I think I saw Nicole in here, Nicole, Daryl, Nicolette. Thank you guys so much for participating in the chat. You guys are so dope. Charles, I didn't forget about you. Neither did I forget about you, John. You guys are awesome. Guys, thank you so much for attending. Thank you so much for being here, being part of the community. Noah, Tracy, thank you so much for sharing value and being my partners on this project and the projects to come. I can't wait to raise more money with you, do more deals with you, and own more real estate with you. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.